Greetings. I am coming to you all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. My name is Queen Zoaya Shekmet El Bey. On Facebook and Instagram, I am known as Ra Lioness. I have laid down with Mama Bridget and Baron Zametti, so therefore I receive them and I'm initiated under them. I love them and they walk with me, they help me, they guide me. A long time ago, someone told me that it would be the spirits that would teach me. And they were right, because it really has been the spirits that have taught me. I give thanks and I give honor to all those who paved the way. I honor my ancestors, those that flow in my bloodline, those I know, those that I do not know. I honor all of the Orishas, all the divine deities, every energy force, because every energy force has a purpose. When I started off doing this, I really wasn't quite sure where to go, what to do, but I was told that two houses would be fighting over me, and one house won, and it actually happened to be the House of Voodoo. As you can see, there's one of my altars, and then as you look over here, there's my Nganga pot. So, I am also initiated into Palo. I got scratched. For some reason, the spirits of the dead seem to be calling me. Maybe it's because I died on the operating table and I came back. I do not know. But whatever the case is, whatever the reason is, I am here. And I am here. I love honoring my ancestors. I love honoring the spirits. I love honoring those that are in my spiritual court, those that reside in my spiritual realm. I love what I am surrounded by. Me, I use every energy, every spirit that wants to work with me, I use it. I don't believe in negative or bad. I believe that every spirit has a job to do. But it's up to the individual's good morals and good characters to decide on how they choose to use that energy. You can use that energy for something positive, or you can use that energy for something negative. But like I said, it is really up to the individual how they choose to use the energy, because everything has a job for us to do. Energy can play on your feelings. It can manipulate you if you allow it to, but it's only based upon what's inside of you, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, what you're going through. We all have a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. You know, everything has to have balance. Everything in your life has to have balance. There has to be a balance. The sun decides it does not want to shine, and it just drops out the sky, and then the moon drops out the sky. It's always a smooth transition from the day into night. It's a smooth transition, and everything seems to happen around time. So when you're doing your conjure work or you're working the spirits, always choose a specific time on how to do it. You don't have to. I don't care. I do my stuff in the day. I do my stuff at night. It doesn't matter. But I prefer to do it around midnight, because that's when I'm up. I'm like a vampire. I love being up at night. So that's when I do most of my work. And then I choose the day of the week to kind of put my stuff in order, so I will not be all over the place, because what I do not consider this as a job to make money off of it. I love helping people. So I do what I do to help others. That's what I do. I love working with my ancestors. Man, if you have created such a bond with your ancestors, they will open up the door so that all other things can be made possible in your life. They will provide you with what you need. They are like the gates, the keys to the gates. And I deal with Mama Oya, and she's the gatekeeper as well. So the dead is just with me. I can't, some people say you shouldn't be in the cemetery. You need to be careful if you take the dirt from the cemetery. You need to be careful of this, you need to be careful of that. But I have found that most of my peaceful times have been me sitting in the cemetery under a tree and reading a book, or eating an ice cream cone, or just enjoying the silence, because the dead can't bother you, because we have control over the dead. It can try to do things to get your attention, try to spook you out a little bit, but it's trying to get your attention. But if you're not in tune, you would definitely be afraid. You would definitely be spooked out. A lot of people want to work with the dead. They want to work with the spirits. They want to work with the ancestors. But the moment that you put them to the test, they scared. Oh, I can't do this. Oh, I'm scared to do that. And they always want to refer back to Christianity and everything. But if you look at the whole situation of Christianity, you will realize that these people that are Christians that's going to church, they are worshiping the dead. Because Jesus is supposed to have died. And he went down into the grave. And he rose in 3 days with the gates of key with the keys to the gates of hell, so that nothing could prevail. So they are worshiping the dead. He was a spirit that rose. They're worshiping a spirit. They're honoring a spirit. It's all the same. And some of the initiations that you do when you actually lay down with the spirit, it is done for 3 days. You lay down for 3 days, and the spirits come and they talk to you and they guide you and they tell you things. You know, when I laid down, I didn't sleep at all. I couldn't sleep for 3 days. I couldn't sleep, and the spirits came and they talked to me and they guided me and they showed me things. And some of the things that they showed me, I can't reveal, and I'm not going to reveal. But I do everything morally right. I can work with my both hands, but, you know, there's some things that I just will not do, because I do believe in karma. But I also do believe that I am protected. So I do not worry about it. I do not put myself in a place where I feel that I have to compete with other people out there, because I respect everybody's work. I respect everybody's connection that they have. If I hear something or something comes to me that I can connect with, then my spirit is in agreement with them, and I feel that I can work with them. But I always listen to spirit first. Spirit is the first thing that I listen to, that I pay attention to, and it is spirit that guides me, that helps me, that comforts me, that talks to me, that lets me know you better do this, that lets me know you better do that. It's totally spirit, and it's up to the individual to have the faith in what they do. Faith is the number one key. You have to trust your spirit court 100%. You have to believe in them 100%. You can't say, oh, I asked the spirits that helped me win the lottery, and you never go play. And then you get mad because you never won the lottery and want to say, well, the spirits didn't help me win the lottery. Well, did you play? Did you play? So it's not like something that's just going to fall in your lap. You have to put in work so that you can reap from the benefits, so they can see that you are sincere, so they can see that you are going to do what you say you're going to do, because this is something that you have to be committed to. This is something that you have to be faithful to. And I look at this as a daily walk. I get up in the morning on my way to work, driving. I'm giving thanks. I'm honoring everything. Before I go to bed, I'm lighting my candles. I'm burning my incense. I'm giving thanks for them for the day. I'm putting food aside for them. I'm offering things. And there are some times when they need my attention and they want me to talk, and they may cause something to break in my house or something. I'm like, okay, too many things are breaking. Let me sit down. Let me see what they want. And I communicate with them. It's hard for me to explain how to talk to them, or how to know whether or not you're listening to them, because I feel that everybody may not have that gift. Your ancestors may speak to you in a dream. They may come in a dream as someone that you know, to give you a message so you won't be frightened. They may speak to you through another person. You may read something. So the ancestors' messages come in many different shapes, sizes, and forms. Me, I can feel the negative answers with my hand, with the energies, different things that I feel. Sometimes I may use a pendulum. I have my shells. Sometimes I just write. I just pull out my book and I write what I'm hearing as they give it to me. And then I go back and I drop my cards and do a reading, and everything goes hand in hand with what the spirits just gave me. So there's so many different ways that you can communicate with them. Everybody's way is not the same. I cannot teach you how to be able to close your eyes and see and feel. You have to be born with a gift. You have to have carried that in your DNA. There has to have been something in your DNA that was activated in order for you to be able to pick up on when the spirits are talking, to be able to pick up on what they are saying. You can pay all this money. You can buy and get all these initiations. But I feel that initiation should only be given to those who are truly called, those who have a strong feeling, because those people that are not truly called will try to get into this, and it will not last long, because this is not what they're supposed to be doing. Everybody can't be priests or priestesses, but everybody can be a priest and a priestess of the knowledge that they have. But everybody cannot be a priest and priestesses and saying that I can do this, I can do that. Because if you don't have that natural born gift to do it, and you go to do work for other people, you're going to fuck some shit up, basically. And there's a saying that I like, where old girl said in this movie, I can't recall the name of the movie, but it had Samuel L. Jackson in the movie. And her niece said, you know, you do the work for people. And she said, yeah, what are they going to do, sue me? So it's like when people come to you for help, they're coming to you because from the bottom of their hearts they want the help. But if you're not in tune, you can't do it. And if you take these people money and nothing happens for them, then you can't say, oh, it's because you didn't do this right. Oh, it's because you didn't do that right. Maybe it's because, first of all, they're not supposed to have it. So if it don't fit, don't force it. You know, if it's not there, don't force it. Maybe it's something else they're supposed to have. So no matter how many times you may go to a person to get the same job done and the job never is successful, that means it's just not meant for you to have it. And even the spirits is trying to tell your dumb ass that you need to stop trying to get them to work it for you, because it's not for you to have. It's just not going to happen. But if it's something that's meant for you to have, and it's there, and you just need a little help in clearing out your paths and unblocking your roads so that you can get to it, then you're going to get to it. That's just the way that it is. And I don't believe in stealing other people's clients. If you are working with someone and they're helping you, you need to continue on working with that person. Don't be going from this person to that person thinking this person is better than that person. Don't do that. Because all you doing is you getting all these different spirits attached to you, trying to do jobs for you. These spirits got the same emotions they had when they died. And trust me, these spirits is going to be jealous. They're going to be trying to take over. And it's going to take a while to get yourself on cross. You're going to have to free yourself from all these different spirits, because you went to all these different people to try to get the help that you needed in your life. And a lot of things that you're really trying to get help with are coming from the wrong choices that you made, or common sense that you decided that you did not want to use. And after you made the wrong decision, you realize that it was too late. Now you want that old thing back. You want what you lost back. You want to get it back. So you have to be really careful of what you're asking the spirits to help you with. You can't just ask them to help you with just anything. You just have to be really, really careful of what you ask them to help you with. They will help you, but they also look at your heart. And then you have to be really careful about the certain spirits that you choose. If you decide that you want to use, for example, Uncle William, and Uncle William was a gambler, and he lied, and he cheated, why would you try to use him to help you with something in your life that you know if he's a liar, he's going to lie to you? You know if he's a cheater, he's going to cheat you. Why would you use him to take a gamble? If you use Aunt Betty, who was honest, who was generous, who was faithful, you know, she helped you out a lot, then you would want to use Aunt Betty's energy. You would want to use Aunt Betty in the spirit world to help you, because she was always there for you. So those same type of vibes that the spirits have here, they carry over with them. So you have to be careful of the ancestors that you call upon and what you're using them for. And that's something totally different than using the Orishas or the Loals or any other deity or form that you want to call upon. This is something that is totally different. So just be careful of what spirits you decide to use, what ancestors you decide to call upon. And just don't go into the cemetery and go to any tombstone and decide to use that spirit. You have no idea what type of person that was. You have no idea. So it's best to just go to cemeteries of your loved ones to get the dirt. Things like that. People you know that was buried there to get the dirt. If